Time in, a new path instead of cornering kids with time out. Hey everyone, today I want to share something that I think every parent has gone through. Figuring out how to discipline our kids the right way while still keeping that love and connection alive. Time out, that familiar method we've all heard of, seems like the lifesaver to calm kids down. But sometimes it doesn't work the way we hope. In fact, if we don't use it properly, it can veer off track. That's why I was so moved when I learned about Time In, a gentler approach that helps kids manage their emotions without feeling abandoned. Let's dive in together, because I truly believe this is something every parent wants to bring to their little ones. First, let me give you the main ideas so you can picture it clearly. Some studies suggest that overusing time out can negatively affect kids. Time in, on the other hand, focuses on being there with them, connecting to work through tough emotions, instead of leaving them to reflect alone. Then there's time off, like a break they choose themselves, helping them calm down when they're upset. Now, I'll go deeper into each part and share my feelings about it. The troubles that can come with using time out the wrong way. Guys, let's take a moment to think about how we were raised. Back in the day, parenting was all about, kids must obey. No arguing. I get that our parents did it out of love. But often we listened because we were scared, not because we agreed. Now, as parents today, I feel so lucky that we have access to more progressive, compassionate ways to raise our kids. But when it comes to time out, have you ever wondered, what is my kid actually learning from this? I used to think sitting them in a corner would help them calm down and think things over. But honestly, more often than not, they just got angrier or felt frustrated. I read that little kids' brains, especially the really young ones, aren't developed enough to process emotions on their own. The prefrontal cortex, the part that helps them self-regulate, doesn't fully mature until they're teenagers. So when I left my kid alone during time out without guidance, they didn't understand, they just felt confused and upset. It breaks my heart to think about it. And there's more. Forcing kids into isolation can leave lasting scars. For sensitive kids or ones who get anxious being alone, it might make them terrified of being abandoned. That really hits me hard. I just want to help my kid grow better, not leave them with fears like that. Time in, a warm option worth trying. Friends, when I realized time out wasn't always the answer, I started looking into time in, and honestly, it feels so much warmer. Instead of leaving my kid to face their emotions alone, time in is about being there with them, helping them through it. I truly believe that when kids feel understood by us, they're more willing to listen. Don't you think? The first thing I learned is that I have to stay calm myself. Then I take my kid to a neutral spot, like the sofa or the dining table, and sit with them. I try to figure out why they acted out, what they're feeling. I'll say things like, "You seem really mad about this." Huh? Or, "I can tell you're upset. Is it because?" I want them to know I see their emotions and accept them, so they can start learning to name what's going on inside. Then I'll ask, "What's really the problem here?" to get them to open up. One time, my kid just burst into tears, spilling out all their frustrations. And I just sat there, holding them, listening. Afterward, I gently explained why their behavior wasn't okay and how we could fix it together. Time in doesn't just calm them down, it teaches them how to face their feelings. Especially for toddlers, when everything feels so overwhelming. It's been a game changer. Looking back, I feel so happy I chose this way. Time off. A break for kids to heal themselves. Besides time in, I also came across time off, like a pause, that kids can choose for themselves. It might sound like time out at first, but the difference is I don't force it. I guide them, showing them how to take a break. I'll model it first. Like, when I'm sad, I like to sit and draw to feel better. Then I encourage them to pick something they enjoy, hugging a stuffed animal, listening to music, or playing with blocks. We even set up a little time-off corner at home together. A spot they can go to whenever they need. What I love most is how it makes them feel in control of their emotions. You know how it is. The more we try to control our kids, the more they push back. But when I let them choose, they learn to take responsibility for themselves. I feel so proud, because it's also a way for me to model good behavior for them. What time in and time off bring to our kids? Guys, as parents, we all want our kids to be calm, happy, and never upset. But I've realized that emotions, even anger or sadness, are totally normal for them. When they cry or yell, they're letting that energy out. If we let them express it, it keeps flowing naturally. But if we force them to bottle it up, one day it'll burst out in ways we don't want. So I've learned to let my kid feel and show their emotions, as long as I'm there to guide them. Honestly, it's not just the kids. I've learned so much from time in and time off too. Don't we all want someone to hear us? To understand how we feel without brushing it aside? Every time I sit with my kid, I find myself growing more patient, handling my own emotions better. And the best part? By choosing time in or time off, I'm giving my kid a strong emotional foundation for life. Letting them feel, understand, and learn to manage their emotions is the greatest gift I can give. I believe that with love and support, they'll grow up strong and happy. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this way of parenting.